Hey there, folks in YouTube. I'm Zerfall.
Oh, hey, I'm BoboTheVulture.
And we are back playing... Oh no, it switched the screens. We're back playing some more...
That's alright, folks can pause.
Yeah, Policenauts here. Now, we don't need to go through this, this part of the story again. If you recall, last time we ran into some sort of space dude that was making fun of us.
We did run into a space dude. We don't need to watch our wife dying in front of us.
No, we don't need to see that again.
Right,
and she's not our wife anymore. She's just someone that we used to know. Now here's the weird thing: when you load the save state, you probably hear that. No, you probably don't, but Earnshire probably hears it saying the same thing over and over again.
Oh,
Every
no.
once in a while, it'll load a sound and just make the effect keep repeating. So to get that to stop, we're gonna turn on the TV instead of talking to this guy.
Let's see what's on the tube.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Down, set. Hut.
Oh, hey, even the future's got the BBC.
BBC News Order.
You can be this lady.
I sure can. Hello, and welcome to News Order. The number of NARC users on Beyond has reached an all-time high. Beyond Coast Police formed a special team to tackle the crisis by investigating traffic routes from Earth. NARC is a semi-synthetic narcotic made from puppies, combining the addictiveness of morphine with the hallucinogenic properties of LSD, and space's most widely used illegal drug. The International Space Promotion, NARC has been used by nearly a third of all individuals involved with space development, and it expects that number to continue to rise. Everybody's tripping balls in space. This has been a BBC News report.
Oh, there you go. Watch out for NARC. That's going to be, that's going to be a thing in the future.
BBC. Brits.
No, that's a program from Beyond. Beyond.
Coast Broadcasting Corporation, not the BBC.
Beyond Coast
Beyond
Jeez.
Broadcasting Coast Corporation.
Yeah. So it seems... It's kind of interesting the way the subtitles have worked out, because you'd think that they would have been able to put whatever timing they wanted on them, especially on the video ones, but for some reason, if something in Japanese is said with like 8 words, they just pop it up on the screen and they get rid of it, and then there'll be a paragraph that in Japanese is expressed with like 3 words, or with like, it's like 3 words for us and like 20 for them, and they just like leave it up there forever.
Also, did I read that correctly / say that correctly, and then them say that 1/3 of people in space are all cranking on NARC?
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's like the war on drugs, where they're over exaggerating things. It's like, they're not super addicted to it. Some people just use it once a week for a little bit of fun.
Some people just take a little bit of an edge off of this super NARC. Let's see what else this showing. In other news, worldwide organ shortage seems to continue to worsen. Numerous hazards of outer space, such as weightlessness and cosmic rays, have fueled the rising rates of organ abnormalities and disease. This, of course, in turn reduces the number of individuals eligible for donation. The International Space Promotion Agency is calling for transplant developing nations on Earth to join the donor network. This has been a BBC News report. Wink!
Churches' services are on hiatus everywhere because of this organ shortage.
That's right. Let's see what else this shows.
I just want to get caught up on all the news, you know?
Why do you keep bothering to shut the TV off? That's what I want to know. Returning to a previous story,
Ah,
the number of NARC users on Beyond has reached an all-time high. Because police want especially to tackle the crisis. This is like worse than headline news, where they repeat the news broadcast every half hour. They repeat it every like 2.5 minutes.
yeah. Oh, hey, you You turned off the TV for 3 seconds? Maybe something new has come from the story.
Made from black poppy opium. Okay, I missed that part of it. Okay. The space's most widely used illegal drug. International Space Promotion estimates that nearly a third of all individuals involved with space development.
See, so it might not be everybody.
No, I thought it was made from puppies. Right. You keep your hands off of Lucky.
Yeah.
Don't turn Lucky into... It's the same news as before.
Had enough. Yes, I have. So, we met this guy last time. His eyes have no pupils. His face has some sort of tattoo on it. And we've got to pass the time as we
He's a
break
little
into
green.
cold sweats. Yeah, he's a space elf.
Oh, so maybe he's a great decker. He's got a really pale complexion. Why is your skin that color?
Because of my artificial blood. My red blood cells are actually white.
White blood.
I use first-generation artificial blood, which is less complex than the third-generation kind you see on Earth. Oh, home.
He's kind of awkward to talk to. Actually, he's being really polite about all of this, considering you asked him that kind of a question. Sorry if I'm being rude, but what's that writing on your forehead?
This is my tag. All Frozeners have one.
I've never seen writing like that before.
These tags have been designed to prevent human beings from being able to distinguish between them. Therefore,
we like to pretend you're just racist. But we specifically designed these things so you can't tell us apart.
that therefore prevents them from being analyzed and forged.
I haven't seen writing like that before, except a couple of seconds ago.
Are you surprised to see a Frozener?
Oh, yeah, kinda.
Sorry if I've offended you with my presence.
Sorry if I've offended you.
Oh, that's you.
This is the first time I met one of you guys.
Just be careful when you're on Beyond. The people there don't like to see discrimination against us.
I'm not that kind of person. I solely discriminate against the Dutch.
I really wish you wouldn't stare at me like that.
I was just checking out your lapel. It looks so sweet. You mind if we talk?
Yes?
Oh,
Yes.
so you do mind?
Asking about all kinds of things here. Let's start off with Frozeners and find out a little more about them.
What do you mean by frozener?
A Frozener is someone created from an artificially fertilized egg held in cryogenic storage by the government. Or the breeders, as we call them. The egg is later transferred into a surrogate mother for gestation and delivery.
Oh yeah, I heard a little about them.
There's still a severe manpower shortage in space development.
You sound like I'm boring you.
That's kind of weird. You were asking about the writing on my forehead. All Frozeners have an identification code, like this tagged on our foreheads. Surprising as it might seem. There's a great number of Frozeners on Beyond. When I was talking about discrimination, that was in reference to the terrestrials who go there. There's no discrimination against us on Beyond, like there is on home. If anything, we're considered superior. The discrimination goes the other way.
Sweet. Reverse discrimination. It's true. It happens. Everybody's all... This guy not emoting these air asterisks. About your skin color. It's really like that because of the artificial blood all the time? You don't have, like, other blood that you put in sometimes?
Sometimes he puts some blood blush in, just so that he can look like a regular person. Not that they're not regular people.
No. Actually, I only did this because it's St. Patrick's Day. Top of the morning to ya.
It's always like this, yes.
Are you from beyond?
Yes, I was born and raised there.
West beyond, born and raised.
I had a family member to attend to on home.
You had to get your ass back to Bel Air.
But if he has a surrogate mother that he's never probably met because he's raised by the government, what sort of family emergencies he got going on here?
Probably got like 1 million brothers or something, right?
Well, maybe that's the case.
Brothers from the surrogate mother.
And yourself? Are you a terrestrial?
Not exactly. I used to be an amphibian. You know, going back and forth between home and beyond.
An amphibian? You were one of the amphibians?
It was a long time ago, back when we were called astronauts.
It might not make much sense to terrestrials, but beyond is home to me. To be honest, though, I guess Frozeners don't really have a home, no matter how superior they are.
First generation artificial blood. Are you in the military?
Something like that, yes. I am a Frozener, after all.
You must be a pretty busy guy.
Not really, no. After all, space has been at peace the entire century.
I just noticed that
My job is remarkable.
he's wearing his badge and he's got a jacket with the Policenauts like logo / crest on it.
It's just,
And
it's
people are still asking him like, what do you do? What's your story exactly? Like,
well, I used to be a police officer, and then I was in the Policenauts. Beyond is a very nice place. It has 1G artificial gravity and its own plant life. Terrestrials enjoyed a lot there too. If you want more detailed information, you should talk to the stewardess.
Oh, they love it when you just want to chat them up.
We're approaching its 30th birthday. Asterisks. There are festivities going on all over Beyond to mark the anniversary.
What does having artificial blood do for somebody?
Artificial blood has a higher oxygen transportation efficiency than normal blood, so it makes heavy blood loss less of a life-threatening condition. The body functions aren't negatively affected in areas of low oxygen density either.
Yeah, that's perfect for people working in space. So why hasn't it been adopted for widespread use?
A normal person's kidneys and lungs wouldn't be able to process this type of artificial blood. You need to make slight improvements to the kidneys and lungs via genetic modification, and also undergo regular hemodialysis. That requires incredible amounts of money and the proper facilities.
Guess we can't really expect the public to be on it anytime soon then.
A normal person's kidneys and lungs wouldn't be able to process this type of artificial blood, etc., etc.
Well, that's too bad. When are we going to arrive?
Are we there yet?
Are we there yet?
We've just passed the halfway point.
Are we there yet?
I can see you're very concerned with the time.
I just can't seem to settle down.
We've just passed the halfway point. We still have a while to go yet. What do I got here? Oh man, I can show them. Check out my sweet Policenauts photo. You don't see that photo much anymore. The Policenauts are from before I was born. You're old.
Enough said.
What kind of leaf is that?
Hell if I know.
If those are for sass, I don't need any.
I don't need any of your sass. This is the photo of me and Lorraine when we went to Lucas World. The one I had sitting on my desk back in my office. Never hurts to think ahead.
Is that your wife?
No.
Oh, so is she your girlfriend? That photograph looks really old. Hey, is that date correct?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, who are they? I don't know them.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect you to.
Something about her reminds me of the woman from that other photo. I guess the ages are too far apart, though.
Definitely too far apart.
They look Asian. Are they famous? Are they Japanese by any chance?
That makes people freaking famous. Oh, jeez. We're going to find out that in Hideo Kojima's future, all Japanese are rock stars. Why do you ask?
There are a lot of Japanese in space. And nearly all of them are connected to Tokugawa.
What is a huge weeaboo?
Now virtually anyone can go into outer space.
I prefer when it was just the Japanese out here.
Can I look at myself? Apparently it triggers Redwood. I'm making him look at things. What sort of badge is that?
Oh, just this thing I have. Kind of a good luck charm. Psst. It's my Policenauts badge I always wear around my neck.
I feel like if this was like a TV show, it'd be like a Saved by the Bell type of thing where Zach turns to the camera and, guys, it's really this.
Time out. Okay, time out.
You must have a real thing for them. What's that emblem on your jacket?
It's the Policenauts emblem.
The Policenauts again. You must be a big fan of them. You must have a real thing for them. A real big one.
I got the big one for these guys. This is my Policenauts letter jacket. It does look like a letter jacket, doesn't it?
It does. This is actually just product placement so I could sell jackets later on. I'm guessing you're a real heavy smoker. Did you know that smoking isn't permitted on Beyond?
It's just to help my nerves. I'm not going to light it.
Oh, he's like Will Smith with his cigars. I'm surprised they let you on board with that.
It got pretty ugly, believe me.
Apparently they don't let in Muslim at Beyond.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they thought it was just going to be Japanese, and then a bunch of Muslims start... Oh, wait.
It's going to give them all lung cancer.
Yep.
I do.
Oh, that's the second time somebody's ever said that to me.
You seem like an old-fashioned kind of guy.
You could say I don't keep up with all the trends.
If you're bored, why don't you call the stewardess over? She'll keep you busy.
Oh, man.
All right, let's press the call button.
I'll call the stewardess over. This guy really seems to want me to talk to her instead of him, and I get that.
Hey there, boys.
Oh, wow.
Yes, how can I help you? Not feeling too well, are we? It might be sass.
Affirmative.
The best thing you can do is try to relax. See ya!
Thanks.
Is there anything I can do for you?
Maybe not crunch in quite that way. Your uniform is a nice color. It really brings out your curves, too.
He's right. Policenauts, you can't say that! You may not know that we wear a rubber undershirt, too.
Oh, that must be great at repelling stains.
It helps prevent the muscles from atrophying in zero gravity.
That's actually really expert avoidance of blatant sexist hitting on.
Contrary to its appearance, this is an excellent material for zero gravity. It doesn't feel very comfortable, though.
As long as it looks good. As long as it looks good. You have exquisite legs.
Thank you, but in 0G, the legs appear thinner than normal because your blood collects in the upper half of your body. It's called bird leg! There's a monitor on the back of every seat! We're showing news from BBC right now. Have you watched our programming already? Well, it was like 30 seconds long.
Yeah, I have actually. But I'd rather look at your bird legs. You're really cute. Your face is a little chubby, though.
He's trying that thing where he's giving her a backhanded compliment.
He's negging her.
Oh, jeez. We have a terrible protagonist. In zero gravity, your blood collects in the upper half of your body, causing your face to swell a little. It's called moon face. I got moon face and bird legs.
Moon face bird leg.
What about
You
just
have
her arm?
Amazing arms. Am I glad I picked this flight? I might not have met such a beautiful stewardess otherwise.
Well, thank you. Let's chat her up a bit then.
Excuse me.
Yes?
I hate to think of what show is going to end up involving in this particular set of interactions.
The medical definition of space adaptation syndrome, or SAS, is the symptoms one experiences during adaptation to zero gravity. It varies from person to person, but over 50% of people develop symptoms within 1 or 2 hours of entering weightlessness. Oh, there's submenus. What's the cause? Much was revealed about the nature of SAS around the turn of the century. The previously held Barani theory was rejected, with the cause of SAS now said to be a vestibular disorder. The vestibular system undergoes a paralysis, throwing off one's center of balance. It's called the vestibular disorder theory. It states that there are several organs that perceive gravity are involved in this disruption, and not just the otoliths of the inner ear.
Yeah, it's true. Redwood is just having to sort of like, I just imagine now he's turned, he's looking out the window, even though there's nothing but the vastness of space out there, just desperately trying to not be involved in this interaction that's going on right next to him.
Generally speaking, the most effective form of treatment available would be to give an intramuscular injection of promethazine. But because SAS varies from person to person, there are currently no medications capable of alleviating all symptoms. What is somewhat rudimentary, keeping your head still as possible will reduce a lot of the discomfort.
So here, let me bolt your head in against your seat back.
I just want to learn all about her SAS here.
Sure.
Symptoms include dizziness, cold sweats, vomiting, headache, and fatigue, and are often accompanied by a false feeling of falling over that doesn't occur in normal motion sickness.
Also, an erection that lasts more than 4 hours.
See your doctor.
Your blood, the blood leaves your legs and goes into your boner. It's called, I don't know, let's say alligator dick.
Because it's so leathery.
That's right. Too much.
The longest they last is about 2 days. However, so I think you should be feeling better pretty soon.
Ask her about the plane, boss.
Wait, I got one more thing in SAS.
Well, and also, I don't know that you talked to her about Beyond.
There's no hydrostatic pressure in zero gravity, so much of your bodily fluids collect in the upper half of your body as it attempts to evenly distribute them. When this happens, your body then thinks the amount of blood in the bloodstream has increased, causing the brain to send messages to the kidneys. Basically, you'll end up having to urinate more often. Just like in Russia.
It's called thimble bladder.
There are efforts underway to try and control this perception in the brain through methods like biofeedback and yoga. Let's find out what's beyond. Oh. Beyond Coast, mankind's first space colony was completed in 2010.
You remember, guys, right?
Yeah, it was 7 years ago now. Well, really 6.5 because it was in the summer. Since immigration was open to the general public in 2013, the colony's population has grown to approximately 1 million people. Nearly 1/3 of its current population is made up of second-generation inhabitants.
And that 1/3, they're all the ones that are addicted to the whatever
Narc?
poppy fuels. Narc, yeah.
Narking on narc. Well, first of all, the colony is a cylinder type. It's 6.5 kilometers in diameter and 32 kilometers in length. It makes one complete rotation every 2 minutes, creating artificial gravity virtually equal to that of Earth's 1G. The colony's surface and mirrors are divided into 3 sections around its central axis, with each section having an area of 90 square kilometers. It's the first and only O'Neill-type colony.
Neil. All right. I'm sure I know what an O'Neill-type colony is, but...
That's the type that goes through stargates.
Colonel O'Neill.
Beyond distance far from Earth as some people think.
It's about to hit it right now.
Oh my god.
It's called Extinction Event.
It's approximately 380,000 kilometers from Earth, which is about the same distance between the Earth and the Moon. It's just a lot smaller, so you can't see it.
Oh yeah, I suppose that actually would make some sense.
That's what people tend to be most curious about. By changing the angles of its 3 solar mirrors, Beyond is able to create the effects of a day-night cycle and maintain a comfortable temperature all year round. Its climate is virtually identical to the west coast of the United States. That's the other reason it's called Beyond Coast, because it's the same as the coast. What are you smelling at there, bud?
Oh, I think it's my feet, but I'm trying to, not let it affect the selfie.
Its environment isn't as alien as some people expect. It's an almost perfect recreation of Earth's. It has artificial clouds, various forms of precipitation, and even wind as well. The partial pressures of the oxygen and carbon dioxide in its atmosphere are also the same, though the partial pressure of the nitrogen is reduced by half to lower the risk of fire. Let's find out about the plane. Oh man, what about meals? I'm hungry man. Space food has vastly improved over the years, and it's actually quite tasty now. Following the latest trends on Earth, we offer Japanese cuisine as well. However, because food doesn't taste as good in low air pressure environments, we don't bother using any exotic flavorings.
I would think that would be exactly when you try and use, all the strongest flavors possible. Just dunk all this mess in wasabi because you can't taste anything.
Oh, hey there, Savage Brilliant.
Yeah.
Snuck in a chat without me noticing. You'll remember I was talking about the effects of zero gravity a moment ago. Space travel also causes changes in your body's internal secretions and metabolism, which can further affect your sense of taste. So you may not be completely satisfied with certain aspects of the food. But we ask for your understanding. I think this is just an excuse for it to taste bad.
Yeah, this is pretty much just what's the deal with space plane food? It's so tasteless!
Let's find out about how do toilets work in space. Probably vacuums. In accordance with stricter space debris regulations, asterisks, the plane doesn't eject waste into space like before. So you won't get the chance to see any space fireflies like Project Mercury's astronaut Glenn, or Milky Ways like Aurora 7's astronaut Carpenter. Yes. I don't want to know what the Milky Ways are.
Mercury 7's astronaut Glenn. That's how I know that guy. It was really... Oh, yep. Mercury 7 astronaut Senator Glenn.
The toilet uses a vacuum waste collection system, so you might feel a little ticklish. This sometimes causes Milky Ways.
Oh dear. Ticklish. I see that bud hasn't changed. Speaking of ticklish, I expect that any moment from this guy. You have amazing legs.
Normally, we would spend the night in an Earth-orbiting space station and then travel the rest of the way in an orbital transfer vehicle. But this is a direct flight to Beyond, which takes about 2 days, so we'll be there soon.
Now, Lethal was asking earlier how we pronounce the asterisks. I don't actually say it aloud, but anytime I see an asterisk in text randomly like that, I always think of the sound that it makes in Mike Tyson's Punch-Out when you get a star. The little noise.
Yeah. The fuel tank, which contains liquid hydrogen, and liquid oxygen. Liquid hydrogen is important. Liquid oxygen, not so much.
Yeah, screw that.
It's considerably big. So there's only enough seating for 30 people, including crew.
So, like, if I had a soundboard right now and it had the sound effect of punching somebody to get a star, I'd be
jamming it.
Spending all of my sparks on it, or whatever the heck the currency is.
Since there are less than 30 passengers, there are no separate classes on the plane. That's why you have to sit with this superior individual who's artificial.
Why you have to sit with this superior individual. How much longer will it be until we arrive?
We're not far from Beyond now.
Really, I heard just a moment ago that we were just beyond halfway. You recognize this photo? Baby!
Yes, I've seen it in the textbooks. They were Beyond's original cops. They caught all the bad boys.
So, maybe if I hold this picture right next to my face...
You might realize how old I really am and get even more creeped out.
Well,
You're doing really good for your age. You're going to Beyond to learn about the Policenauts, are you? There's an exhibit on the Policenauts at the Astronaut Memorial Museum. What do you think about this leaf?
Any idea what kind of leaf this is?
Is that a pressed leaf from Earth?
Yeah, probably.
Don't forget that if you're taking plants into Beyond, they need to be inspected at the spaceport. Maybe we shouldn't be showing people this leaf.
You've seen capsules like these before? Then he points to it.
What kind of pills are those? If you're feeling sick, I have medication for sass with me. I have medication to cure your sass.
What do you think of this picture?
Wow, she's beautiful.
Yeah, all the blood rushed to her face. It's called moon face. You ever seen the man of this photo before?
Are they family members of yours? They look like they're Japanese.
Technically, kind of.
See, let's ask your doctor. All right, I think we're ready to ask for medicine.
You think you could give me something for my sass?
It must be really uncomfortable for you, but these things do take a while to take effect, you know. You might not need it in a little bit.
Yeah, I know, but I'd still rather take something.
You don't have any narc on you, do you? I think you'll be alright. We'll be arriving at Beyond shortly.
Oh no, another decision that may not have any effect on the rest of our lives. We can be... You want to be tough?
It's okay.
It is okay. I'll pass.
Oh, see, if you don't take the medicine now, you got time to flirt.
If you're free, how about showing a stranger around Beyond?
I don't know if that's such a good idea.
If you're free, how about showing a stranger around Beyond?
I'm trying to do my job here, you know?
Is your job showing a stranger around Beyond?
Man, what should I do?
I don't know. Maybe you should show a stranger around Beyond. If you're free, how about you
Check
show
out
a
these
stranger around
capsules.
the spaceplane bathroom?
Oh, you're carrying medication?
have her stay.
Is there anything else I can do for you?
Can you stay a little longer?
Certainly.
You've got a very nice body. This is taking the sass off my mind.
I suppose if it's helping. ... All right. Oh, accidentally looking at her too much.
You accidentally overlooked. This?
Yes?
How's it going?
Okay, I can't promise you anything, but I'll think about it.
Really?
Feeling better now?
What the?
I thought you had a wife, sir. A very beautiful one, I might add.
Oh, you mean that photo? That's just my sister.
I'm sure it is. And that ring? Oh.
Oh, you mean this? It's just some random ring. How does you and me having dinner under the stars after we land sound? Oh yeah, it's totally it. It's fine. How about now?
We're not far from beyond now.
I know that sounded like it was going to be another flirt.
Is there anything else I can do for you?
Thanks for your time.
You're welcome. Call me again if you need anything.
Okay, Moonface.
Maybe some sleep is what you need. I'll wake you if anything happens.
Thanks.
Oh. Now, we didn't get to check it out, but there's an option to try to sleep before that, where you right-click on it. And he always says, oh, not yet. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll shortly be arriving at Beyond Coast Spaceport. In the arrival area, you'll each be required to undergo a special medical examination
Medical exam.
before you go through immigration. We will now be distributing beverages and salt tablets to help replenish your body's fluids lost during the flight. He looks a lot more gaunt in this. Thank you once again from all of us here for choosing American Space Lines. We look forward to serving you again on a future flight. Cabin crew, prepare for docking. And stay away from that creepy guy with Sonic blue hair.
Hey man, what you got against Santa Care? My toothbrush is a Santa Care.
Oh man, altitude thrusters.
Firing altitude thrusters, moving into beyond orbit. Rendezvous and docking laser locked on.
Maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's Santa Care. Just a blue bottle of dye. Oh, there we go.
Jack, would you like to save?
Oh, I tried to save with the controller instead of the mouse. No, go to yes save. Overridden.
Progress saved.
I should throw down save state just in case something else happens too.
Sure. Do you want to cut it for YouTube, or are you going to do all that later?
Oh man, I can easily do it this time. All right, next time, folks, we'll be heading into Space is the Place, and we're beyond coast. I'm Zerfall.
I'm Bobo the Vulture.
And we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.